Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy with Plan on Charms, and today we are doing a flip through of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal. So this is Morgan's journal, and I'll be doing a flip through of it. And there are a few things that I'm noticing here that I will fix and repair before sending it off, just because adhesive tends to start fraying or not working quite as well when there are so many people that are flipping through it multiple times and being shipped and moved around and all that. But anyways, let's get into this. So Morgan has attached a charm, like a dangle here for everyone to add a charm to, and I added this little book here. I thought it was super cute. And then let's go ahead and get in here. So she said, help me fill this spread with all the pink glitter, cute stickers, big or small, to make a collage. So I added this bow and this little bear and this giant bow here. And then we've got this page, and I don't know if there's supposed to be something here. I didn't add anything, but yeah. So she's got her title page, and then check-in, and then the rules here. And I love that she used this stationery here, this Lisa Frank stationery. So perfect. Okay, and then we've got Morgan's page about her. And then we've got Barbie page. So add to my Barbie Dream World spread. And I added a few things here. I added this little backpack, the Barbie jacket, Barbie in the Corvette, and then this Barbie girl. And then she's got this sticker collage, because this is her happy place in nature. And then we've got a postage stamp spread. Add any used postage stamp to make a collage. And I actually don't know if I have any used postage, so I haven't added to this spread yet. I will have to see if I can find something still. And then we've got a black and white spread, so I added this sticker, these two, and these two. I think that's all that I added. And then we've got on this spread, list 1 to 2 places in your hometown that is your me space or happy place. And then on the next spread, you add a picture of yourself with your place. So I added my dad's deck. His house sits on top of a hill that faces Yosemite. And so here is the view from his deck, and Yosemite is right over here. Of course, you can't see it from here, but that's where it's at. And then we've got positive words or quotes. So I put this little one here that says live your best life, and then this one that says never give up. Oh, missed a page. And then pink stuff. So I added this jacket here, this clock, the balloons. I think that's it. And then the blue page, so I added these two, this one, and this one. And then this is a little flip up. Oh, and I added that too. And then this is add your favorite music or artist. And I put Mr. Jones by Counting Crows, Angel from Aerosmith, Lover from Taylor Swift, The Unforgiven 2 by Metallica, I Knew I Loved You by Savage Garden, and then Anything by Pink. And then, sorry, I needed some water. And then add a fun photo from a concert. So this is, I think it was 2012, Counting Crows. It might have been even sooner than that, but it was around 2012. And then this one is Help Me Color and Fill This Spread with Cute Doodles, Glitter, 90s art stickers. So I added this sticker here, and then I colored in her crown here. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's all glittery. And I used my Wink of Stella brush. And so basically this just adds a glitter overlay to anything. And so I also added it, so I did the S here in like this peachy color, and then added the Wink of Stella over the top so that it has a little shimmer. And then this is pets. So I added Friday, who is my grand dog. It's my son and daughter-in-law's dog because I don't have any pets. Well, that's not true. I have a box turtle, but he's not as fun to play with as Friday. But I haven't been able to play with Friday lately because he had surgery last week to have his front dew claws removed. So he hasn't been over to play in a while. And then we've got Hello Kitty. I did not add anything to this page because I don't have anything Hello Kitty. And then this is add a piece of your junk, of your snack junk. I'm going to move this up here a little bit. And I added these strawberry yogis. These are so good. I haven't tried any of the other flavors other than strawberry, but they are delicious. It is such a nice, like, evening snack. And then we've got 90s iconic ads. There are some fun ones in here. The Got Milk ads were huge. So we've got quite a few there. And then there's this little pocket as well. But I did not add anything to here because there is already so many. And the biggest ones that kept coming to mind for me was the Got Milk. And this one is my favorite because Friends is my favorite TV show, still to this day. And then add to my Easter basket. So I added this bunny sticker here, and then Winnie the Pooh in a bunny costume because Morgan said that Winnie the Pooh is one of her favorite Disney characters. And then I did this page, so grow a garden, so that everyone could add to Morgan's garden. So that was one of the pages that I created. And then we've got Courtney's About Me page. And then this one here is create a nail polish, use washi, paint, markers, anything, and give it a Y2K name. So I did this one here. So we've got the purple glitter on the top, and then I use this washi for the bottom, and it's got spider webs and daisies, and I named it Glitter Ghouls. I don't know that that is really a Y2K name, but I thought it was fun. And then add your favorite 90s Y2K movie. I added 10 Things I Hate About You. I do also love all of these other ones that are on here, although Romeo and Juliet was definitely a 90s movie, but I don't know that it was one of my favorites, only because I felt like it was modernized Shakespeare, but also not. And I don't know. It wasn't my favorite, but it was definitely a total late 90s movie. And then we've got an Earth Day spread here. And I love this little weaving pattern over here. Really fun. And then we've got Courtney's favorite holiday. And then we've got O.J. Simpson trial. So this was really big in the 90s because of that whole thing with O.J. Simpson. And of course, his Bronco. And then Ariella's Hollows Enter If You Dare. So Ariella's favorite holiday is Halloween. So there's that. And I apologize if I am not pronouncing her name correctly. But to me, that looks like how you pronounce it. And then we've got Bratz dolls. So pick a Bratz doll and set her on stage. So I picked this one here. She's got the long, lighter brown hair, blue eyes. So that one just kind of looked the most like me. So added that there. And then we've got Ariella's About Me page. And I love how she always has flip outs. And then we've got a green page. So I added this star, the frog, and the little confetti banner. And then favorite shows from back then, I added Friends. And then there are a lot of other ones here. Harry Potter fan, I added all of these stickers. And then childhood games, I did not add anything to this page. I thought that was a little flip out, but it is not. And then add washi, and I added these ones. I was trying to do one box, but it was like a weird thing, so I did 2 boxes. And then add all the stars, so I added this cluster here. And then we've got Polly Pocket. I added this one. And then a few of add all the food you would eat as a child. So I added these ones here. So we've got Gushers, watermelon, and an ice cream cone. And then favorite Disney princess. It's funny because everyone is adding Ariel, so I added Ariel as well because she is my favorite. And then we've got another true crime here with Ted Bundy. And then I added this page. I don't really know what to do with it. It was just very 90s Y2K. I love hummingbirds, so I had to add Lisa Frank hummingbird here, and then just this background that is very 90s vibe. I don't really know what to do with it, so if you've got any ideas, let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, I don't want to cover up the hummingbird, but there is still room up here, and then I could cover up part of that. And then we've got the About Me section, so just some information about me. I did put a outline of the state of Utah. I am California born and raised and been living in Utah for the last 12 years. And then just some likes, dislikes, a little bit about me. And then I added this page here to add in your birthday. And I know that there are only 4 more girls after me, but I wanted to add in enough so that when Morgan gets her journal back, she could always color in the extras and add in the birthdays that were passed. And then I added this page. So this is headline news from 90s and 2000. So I kind of was going with that true crime vibe that was previously listed in here. So we've got Lacey Peterson, Jean-Benet Ramsey, and then Casey Anthony. So those were all really big in that 90s and 2000 era. And then we've still got blank pages for the rest of the girls, an envelope for Morgan to put goodies for her. And then I added this collage here of Winnie the Pooh and all of his friends having a picnic, because Winnie the Pooh is one of Morgan's favorites. And then I put on here, Eeyore is my favorite. And then we've got That's Hot, 90s stickers and slang. I added this Whatever because that was huge in the 90s, especially with like Clueless. And then we've got a rainbow dump. So I think I added that heart, and then those two hearts and this unicorn. I think that's what I added. And then we've got, I don't know what this page is for, but we've got a Smurf and a phone, flames. And then we've got funny animals. I added this shark and this cat. And then we've got a take some and leave some pocket. And this sticker is not wanting to stay down. I think I'll add a little bit of glue onto that. But yeah, like I said, there are a couple of spots that I need to go back and reinforce with some glue. You know, no big deal. Easy enough. But yeah, so that is Morgan's journal, and I can't wait to receive the next one. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, be sure to watch all the rest of my Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal series, and I will be having more soon. All right, bye friends.